What's going on? I wanted to make a video that you're meant to be different, and there's a lot of people in the world. We don't know how many. Can't really believe what they say about the population. Who knows? Sorry, but there's also a bunch of unique people, and everybody's gonna have certain qualities to do certain things. And this is where you should find your passion, and lay your heart in it. Because that means you're truly doing something you want to do. And it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's laying a brick, painting a picture, working on computers, swimming in rivers, hitchhiking, hiking, climbing mountains, making money through YouTube, meditating, whatever it is that fits you. This is what's going to make you unique. Atmospheric right here, esoteric, and just know everyone that you meet is unique, and they're going to have their own circumstances, and people around you, they're not going to, doesn't matter if it's family, peers, colleagues, friends, they're not all going to have the same dream as you. That's real nice if they do, because two heads are better than one. But not everybody's going to, around you, is even going to support you no matter what it is. It's usually the whole opposite. There's hate, there's negative emotions, there's no support, whether it's mental or physical. And it's the whole opposite. They want to throw you down and step on you and put you in the grave. Not today. I'm here to save the day. You're meant to be different. There's people who try to be different, which that's phenomenal too. But then there's people who just are different. You know who you are. You're just naturally different. You don't try to be different. You are different. And that's just how it is, because you've seen how everything's alike, or you just have some good intuition or good creative skills, and you don't want to follow the norm and do what everyone else does. You don't want to be like that. I knew from the get I never wanted to be like that. I always wanted to be something phenomenal. Life doesn't have no purpose. I understand that. Maybe you should too. But what you do with your time and energy is up to you. You don't have to help anybody. You can isolate yourself in the mountains or under a rock like Patrick, the star. But what really matters is how you want to devise your time and what you really want to do with it. Because at the end of the day, that's what makes you. When you pass away, you'll still be giving off energy and emissions. But at the end of the day, it's what you want to do. And it's okay to be different. You are different for a reason. And don't believe everyone's hyperboles, superstitions, beliefs, and cliches. Things that, like, in examples of this, I'm going to name a couple. Everybody likes to travel. That's not true. There's hermits. There's people who love to stoop, never leave the neighborhood, never go on an adventure this vast world we have. Not everyone loves to travel. The sayings that they're nice to say, or how's the weather, but there's no really depth to them. Then there could not be underlying truth. Someone's just saying it just out of spite. Well, out of spurt. Not really out of spite. My arm's freaking itchy. I'm freaking stung or whatever. So it's okay to be different, and you are a different reason. And that's what makes you unique. Now, you're going to get tough time. There's going to be a lot of opposition. People aren't going to like it, but you're going to have to put up with it. You're going to have to push, and you're going to have to go. You're going to have to deal with it. If there's a will, there's a way. You're going to have to make it happen. And everyone's going to have uniqueness and creativity. There's a businessman, and there's someone who's laying bricks, doing concrete, construction, someone who draws. The famous people, at the end of the day, people who are rich or made it big, these people who are rich doesn't mean they're successful or even doing what their heart lies, what they truly do. And that's what matters. You are different for a reason. And I'll say this, only a few people make it to be famous. There only is a few, and that might suck. But, if you're pushing harder than anybody else, you're guaranteed to make an impact. You're guaranteed have a reason to make something. And at the end of the day, even if you didn't get to somewhere you wanted, it's at least you tried. Because what else would you try for? You know, you're either gonna settle for nothing or settle for something. Go do something. If you don't want to do nothing, live ordinary, do whatever, that's fine. But if you want to do something, it's better off to go do something so you actually can experience something. At the end of the day, everything's neutral. Left, right, up, down, it's all middle. Hate, love, but it's how you want to express yourself. If you want to be hateful, if you want to be a bastard, if you want to be aggressive, that choice is you. If you want to be ugly, if you want to be rude to people, I understand there's a lot of opposition, a lot of negativity, precipitating reputations out there. Again, all these cliches and sayings. You just gotta look past that, and you gotta be you. You're different, The hustle is in you. The buster is in you. You might have to start low and work up. Usually people do, but that's what makes the person the greatest. And once you get great, you are like the greatest. Everyone wants to be there. That just saying that everyone wants to be there, that's not necessarily true. Who is fighting? That example was for when I was talking about, that's just another example of saying everyone likes to travel. That's not true. Everyone wants to go to the beach and on vacation. That's not true. Not some people don't like the beach at all. Some people love the cold, or it's too sunny for them, or something about it. They just don't like it. It's not their place, and that's fine too. But just don't think everybody's trying to do what you're trying to do. And if you have some character and some charisma, integrity, it's going to make all the matter, and it's going to put value to it. And that's what's going to set you apart from everyone else, because people are going to see that. They're going to notice it. You're different. And everyone sees perspectively completely different. And it's always going to be that way. When people go to the movies, everyone goes to movies. Some people might laugh. Some people might feel different experiences and heights of that laugh. And some people might cry. Some people may mad, but they're all watching the same screen and at the same movie. But they're all reacting differently and feel completely different about it. And you can't really extract that feeling. You can, because feeling is just resonating and giving off. We're basically walking antennas, and we're made of electricity, and we give vibes and vibrations. That's why you don't like being around certain people, situations, environments, because you feel it. You don't gotta say anything. You can read people's mind. We are telepathic people. But being real is being you. Don't be someone else. Don't follow someone else. Take their opinion. See what they have to say. Maybe pick up a tip from them or something that's got going on. Look at somebody that has something that you see going on, or maybe someone who can set a nice example or a role model for you, give you some hype, give you some motivation, determination. And when you start to find this, you'll get motivated and you'll find inspiration and you'll feel good about yourself. There is no filter on this, by the way. That's just my crazy light without shade. You want to feel good about yourself, so start making decisions today. You are different. Don't let anyone tell you that. If shit ain't working out, make it work. If there's a will, there's a way. And there's always going to be different types of people, especially when you get into creativeness. And depending on your location and what's going on there, you don't have to follow the hype. You don't have to be mainstream. You can make it work for you. There's a bunch of people out there. I know you probably see them every day. Like, how's this person doing what he's doing? And how's he making money doing what he's doing? Because it looks like they're living free, And some people do have the privilege that are with the elite and have so much money and get to do whatever they want. Some people didn't have to bust their way and they were born in a family and, get to do whatever they want. Some people did bust their way. Now they get to do whatever they want. Some people are so tied down with kids, wives, or just so busy with work and doing something they forget about being in the moment and settling down and feeling what's going on now. They just completely misinterpret it and not enjoying what's going on, always thinking about the future, wondering about the past. You can try as much as you want to recreate a situation in the past, but it will never happen, ever. You ever go hang out with someone, it was a fun time, then you go do the same thing again, it was nothing like you thought it was going to be, because it doesn't happen like that, and it never will. The future's nice to talk about, and it's good to raise ambitions, and that's great if you want to set your goals. Put the foot down today, set it in, get your nose in the water, get ready, get going. You gotta feel it. Don't do something you don't feel. If you feel like it's wrong, it doesn't feel right, that's a first sign. You have indications of your body. I just made a video about that. You should listen to it. How your body feels is how you feel, emotionally and spiritually. Even if you want to go just to try something, go see it, go research, go ask some people who are in that field or doing that. I'm sure they'll reach out to you and you'll find an answer. And don't think it's impossible. You think everybody's online freelancing, which is typing from people or doing some business work, and digital nomads. Yeah, there might be people doing that, but not everybody's doing that. Not everybody wants to do that. Not everybody knows about that. And there's your chance. Yeah, there may be a lot of people making music, but maybe some of them suck. Maybe they are not really in it for the music. Uh, maybe a connection for the music or know someone that knows someone to get into it. Maybe you make different music. There we go. You don't want to follow the mainstream, and you know a way to make it. There's all sorts of ideas and ways. Music's not even really about music. It's more about distribution, and marketing more than the music itself. more than even anything, pretty much. It's more marketing and distribution. That's why you can have a product that sucks or something that's low quality or bad and still blow up and get famous, because it's all about getting your name out there. You know what I mean? You can be stupid and be one of the rich and get rich. Not saying you have to be stupid or there's anything wrong with being stupid or something like that, because we all feel a little bit different. But be you. Take anything from this video. Be different. It's okay. It doesn't matter if you're completely different from your family. That's the reason, the way you are. But don't feel like you have to do something because someone else is pushing you, or you just don't go against yourself. Don't ever do that. You gotta feel you, and whatever it is that makes you happy, where your heart lies. There's so many people that do so many different things. These people that are noble, get recognized, have reputation, do big things, make impacts and changes, whether it's big or small. And they started small, and you're like, wow, how'd they get there? Maybe some of them just got there, but you have to, there's practice involved, and whatever it is, you got to put time into it, whatever you're trying to do, because that's how you're going to be different. And like I was saying, your creativeness is what makes you different in how you do it and why you do it. It doesn't matter if you're going to do a construction job, or you there on time, or are you enjoying it, are you actually intentionally, intuitionally happy, or are you moaning and complaining all the time, are you fighting with your coworkers, or the coworkers just a bad environment? Like I said, are you being there on time? How good was the work that you did? Did you leave the site clean and recognizable? And Did you have a fun day and just really enjoy it at the end of the day? And does it suit you? Is it where you want to be and where you want to go? Really plan for it. This can really plan for the future, because your step today, is going to be where you leap tomorrow. Yeah, so that's a lot of what I wanted to say. Just don't let other people impact you. I mean, of course it's going to happen, but you're going to impact yourself. The biggest war in this world, I can tell you now, is against yourself. It's and a lot of it's in the physical body and in your head, but you can get past that. People are going to throw you down all the time. They're going to hate what you do. It's usually people far out that support you than the local people. But if you have local people and family that supports you, or peers and friends, great, that's perfect. Don't let them judge you. You be who you want to be. At the end of the day, nothing in this world matters, and it's all a joke. But are you going to make the difference that you want to be and who you want to be? That's okay if you don't want to do nothing, but then do nothing, be good at it. But it's better to do something so you can experience something, I mean, if you want to sit around all day and be a sloth, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And just go work a job. You don't even have to work full time. Just do something small, be small scale, and there's nothing wrong with that. Even those are just words I'm describing. Though it doesn't matter. As long as you feel what you're doing and it's what you want to do. If you want to play video games, play them video games. If you want to be somebody completely opposite of who you are now, then be that person. Don't let other people stop you. And don't think outside of the box. We have imagination. Look at kids. Look how they feel. They're not obsessed with sex. I understand they didn't hit puberty and stuff like that, but they're just in their own world having fun all the time, and they just want love and security and you know what I mean, good food, and just a fun time overall. And they're just in their own little world, and you probably were too. They just had that imagination, thinking outside the box, because it's always there. Don't let someone limit you about Santa Claus, giants, what can be done, how long you have to sleep, how fast you can run, or what career you have to choose, or just this peer pressure from all around, the social media, the news, what's been done in the past, world records. I understand when musicians, or their music's really simple, and but they just add little tweaks and twists that make it seem complex, and it's really simple. Everything really is. At the end of the day, that's what you should understand, is not to take life too serious and not to take it hard, and to get back up if you fall when you make errors and mistakes, because the errors and mistakes are ultimately effortlessly what makes you. And it is, and it's the truth. And as long as you enjoy it, you will be different. Do you want to be like everyone else, or do you want to be someone else? Do you want to be you? Do you want to be? Do you want to live and thrive? Not everyone's going to see the world at you, and they will never see it like the way you do, because it's impossible. They can't go into your body and feel what you feel and see what you see. Everyone is perspectively different. This is what they call the experience, what they call perspective. People used to push these words around like a dust broom, but it's kind of, needs more broken down to an introspective into what they're actually saying and means, instead of being confusing, because I like to be direct and tell the truth and get you on the wagon to where you want to go. And you know, get them goals down and be orientated, and set yourself up. If you don't set yourself up anywhere, how are you going to go anywhere? If you want to climb to work on a roof, you have to set up a ladder, or climb a tree, or just get to the top of the roof. You have to make a step to get there. You don't just appear up there. And that goes with anything. If you want to paint something, you're going to first need a canvas. You're going to need a medium that you're going to paint with. Where are you going to want to paint it? What type of environment are you going to want to do it in? When are you going to do it? How are you going to do it? And, how are you going to feel about when you go do it? There's so many things to look at, and the world's crazy, and you know, everyone's completely different. And I know there's norms and set of rules, but none of it's actually real. You can go do anything. There are laws and, social morals or standards, beliefs, ideologies, philosophies, whatever. But this is all just made up. I was gonna say man made. Some of it is, but people be saying it all the time. I'll just be half in the light. I am the light. We are light and connected to everything. And, you know, if you need to go spend some time, maybe take a vacation anywhere, go out in nature, take that time to yourself and really feel yourself to see what you really want to be. Because if you need to get away from distractions or something that's haunting you or something you don't like, get away from it. Feel yourself and take your time and get into your inner being and really feel like what do you want to commit to in life? What difference do you want to make? You don't have to make a difference, but if you do, you're in the right spot because you're watching this video and obviously, you caught on to something, the idea, the picture or whatever, and this is a great medium to propel you wherever you want to go. And I want you to feel yourself. I want you to be happy and secure, not to be in worry or fears or in hate and aggression, and enjoy our life because that's what we're here for. We're made here to have fun. Life's a joke. We all know where we go die. Most of us don't experience it. Some of us, very few of us, relatively do. But we're all gonna die. We all seen it, but none of us, some of us seen it, not all of us, and we don't know much about it. But we all know we're going slowly to the grave. That's okay, because I believe in reincarnation, but that's not the fact. Because we're always going to come back. Life never dies. It's in a cycle, life and death. It never ends. Matter can't be created nor destroyed. This is truth. Energy goes on forever. You always come back. You just don't remember it. I'm not going to get in. It's not whether it's this realm, a different animal, a whole different world, endless thoughts. That's what we need to reach, endless, limitless. There is no limit, and you can keep going wherever it is, and you can push yourself to where you want to be. So feel yourself and be who you want to be, even if you are different. Because if you are different, you're off to a good start and off to a standard. You don't want to be, if you're different, or if maybe you're in school, you just don't fit in. That's a perfect. I was actually gonna make that song, but if you just don't fit in, that's a prime example. And a lot of people feel this way, get bullied or criticized, harassed about what's going on. And not, we need to focus on what we have alike with people and what we have in common and what we can agree on, some common ground. Because most of us are more alike than we think. We are animals or humans, aliens, whatever you want to call us. But we're all sharing this experience on Earth and being here. So I'm going to cut this video, but we all do have something in common, whether, something, I'll just give an example, someone who makes hip hop or pop, R&B, not people are always going to put you down, and and don't look at that as a bad way or something you have to face. Maybe be prepared, but more so just know in the mind it's okay. I mean, put yourself in a good spot, in a good situation. Somebody that likes country is gonna hate freaking rap and hip hop. Somebody who likes techno is gonna hate country, and someone not gonna like any mainstream music and says it all sucks. Whatever. But what we need to look at is, that's not doesn't defy you just because someone likes rap or hip hop. You can't judge them. Okay, if you don't want to be around them, that's fine. But if you're gonna judge them, criticize them, make fun of them, hate them, that's a whole nother story. We gotta accept people for who they are. And if you don't want to be surrounded or that vibe, that environment, then get away from it. I mean, if it's not suiting you, don't let these people hate on you. It doesn't matter who it is, your best friend, your wife, your girlfriend, your husband, your family, whoever it is, even the mainstream, the media, society. You gotta do you. That's it. If you have any video requests, let me know. Sub to the channel. Let me Tell me your experience below in the comment box. Give me a like. Stay tuned for more videos.